step outside, you risk your life. You take a drink of water, you risk your life. And nowadays you breathe, and you risk your life.
Hello friends, Those Back Pages here. I hope you're well. That was the great Scott Wilson as Herschel Green from The Walking Dead. We are in crazy times. Cardboard crazy, real life crazy, crazy times. I must reiterate that you have to enjoy yourself. Nothing is given, nothing is promised. You must enjoy the life you have. I was thinking about this today during my walk. I thought it would be a great thing to talk to you guys about, discuss. I'm filming this during the day here because I just felt like it. Thinking about the last 20 years, and just the last 20 years, we've had the Y2K madness. You know, in 1999, the big hysteria was that when the clocks hit 2000, all the computers were going to malfunction and no longer work and blow up, or, you know, however far you wanted to take that. We had 9/11 happen, which is probably the greatest tragedy of the last 80 years. We had swine flu, mad cow disease, probably some stuff I'm forgetting. SARS. You know, don't open that envelope if it's got white powder in it. That's the end. So yes, we've had all these things happen. Who knows what the next 20 will bring versus the last 40? We never know. I'm not saying don't worry about it at all, but you cannot let it consume you. If you let it consume you, it will consume you. You see here in front of you, this came out yesterday, Topps opening day. This is the Target exclusive Mega Box. It is $14.99. It comes with one pack of red parallels. There's seven cards of red parallel, red foil that are only in these. These are $14.99. I highly recommend. I opened one of these yesterday, and it was massively fun. So yes, the odds are the same on this as on a blaster, which has 11 packs of 7 cards. This has 16 packs and one, so 17 packs total. But so basically, it's $5 more for 5 more packs, and then the red foil pack, which is why you're buying it. They also have these hangers for fat packs that these are $3. Yeah, $2.99. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open one of these just for funsies. Why not? Let's see how we do. There's a puke puck. Oh, there we go. There's a Miggy. Nice. That'll go into the binder. Edelman and a nice powder blues. Devers, Story, Soroka, Cup, Marte, Soler, Chapman, Lester, Kepler, Oakland A's opening day insert. Phillies, shout out to Ed Weskergriff. Clark, the mascots insert. Andreas, Santana, Keyboom, Springer, Carrot Top, Albies, Mayhew, Contreras, Conforto, and Bueller. So that wasn't a particularly good pack. It was alright. I really like these base cards. I think these are, you know, as far as the rookies go, they're all in, anyone who's in Series 1 is in these. And then they included a Pujols base card, which he wasn't in Series 1, but he's in these because he'll be in Series 2. So the card stock on these is pretty much the same, actually, as Flagship. They used to be a lot inferior in quality. But now they're almost pretty much the same, honestly. They're very glossy. More in the front than the back. But at $1 a pack retail, I think these are the way to go. I mean, obviously Flagship has the colors, has more colors. But as far as base rookie cards, these are going to be, well, not Cabrera, but, you know, where's that punk? You know, all things considered, this card is going to be a lot rarer, a lot less produced than the base card when you equate factory sets into the deal and everything else. So, you know, Lux, Bo Bichette, Alvarez are the main rookies. So go ahead and open yourself some opening day. Enjoy yourself. You won't regret it. So, as you can tell by the title of today's video, The Tale of Two Maildays. And as I mentioned, I've been on eBay for a long time. Probably about 23 years now. 97, but I think it says 98 on my profile or whatnot, but for some reason I think that's off by a year. I'm sure some of you can confirm that as well. So anyway, you know, I've been talking a lot about soccer lately. I actually saw on my Twitter feed someone I'm following made a TikTok post, which I don't know anything about TikTok, but I should look into it. A TikTok post about Mbappe. So I thought that was pretty interesting. You know, the sports card guy, basketball guy, I believe, was making a TikTok post about Mbappe. And, you know, I've gone over Mbappe a couple times recently. I don't need to go into his history. Go check out my other episodes if you're into that, if you'd like more information or, you know, use the internet. You know, I'm always saying, you know, do your due diligence, do your homework. But anyway, so not getting into the whole sticker versus card thing again, but I am a believer of when possible to, you know, put my money where my mouth is and go ahead and collect this stuff. So I went ahead and I purchased 3 2017-18 Topps Chrome Championship League sets. It's a 99 card set. I believe it was going to be 100. They probably couldn't get permission for one guy, so they went with 99. I found a good deal on eBay. The seller had a bunch of them who was accepting best offers. I've dealt with this seller in the past. Not too much success, but eventually being able to pick something up prior to this. So I went ahead and I wanted 3 sets. That seemed to be my sweet spot when I'm buying sets in sets of 3. So I went ahead and went back and forth on the price. He accepted the price, and it was $369 shipping per set. He gave no discount whatsoever on the sets, on the shipping, you know, 1 or 3, you know, none, not even a penny. No, shipping was not negotiable. He was very firm on that. And all right, well, I did factor that into my offer. And you know, this was a week ago or so, maybe 6 days, somewhere, not very long ago. But they came in yesterday, and it was a little frightening. They came in, this is how it arrived, just like this. Well, it wasn't open, but it arrived in this 550 count box. And the box did get a little beat up. This was ripped by the post office, pushed in. This was presumably pushed in during shipping. And if you listen up, you can... Never good when you're buying sets and you hear... You pull it out of your mailbox and you just... So, I, you know, hadn't opened it. I just, you know... I fetched the mail and I... place this box down, and I didn't want to open it right away. I wanted to send the seller a message saying, hey, you know, something to the effect of, you know, I just want some reassurance that these cards were packed well, because, you know, upon arrival, the box, you know, the cards, it's felt loose. I could hear the cards moving, blah, blah, blah. He responded in some broken English and all capital letters, very unprofessionally broken English. I care something to the effect that they should not be loose. Almost seemed surprised by them being loose. So, you know, I went on my walk. I came back, tried to calm down a little bit, and I opened it. And this is exactly what it looked like inside. I haven't modified it or anything. I took my knife out, I cut it, and I opened it up, and this is what was inside. And this is how he sent 3 Topps Chrome sets. Pretty abysmal. So, you know, Nessie's card number 1, so he's on the back in this set. So he's on the back in this set. He's back here and here. So those are fairly protected. I haven't looked them over extremely well. But the key card in this, and while you're buying it, is this card right here. Card number 41. If I could count, that would help. Here it is. This is the reason for the madness. You know, this card now, raw on eBay, and it's funny, this is all literally in the last week. Actually, probably more like the last 5 days. You know, this card alone, I think a 2-card lot of these last night sold for a little over $90. So we're looking, these are pushing 50 just on its own. You know, the chrome curve doesn't bother me. That's normal for chrome. I mean, the card's in okay shape. The other one, I looked at all 3. I mean, but for the price I paid for this set, it, you know, it's not worth returning. I mean, never mind the shipping and all that, but the price I pretty much bought this before the blow up. So the point being is that I'm fine. You know, if you want 10s, buy 10s. You know, I would not. You know, even if these were sent in 100% penny sleeves, and I found something a little bit wrong, I would not return them, because I don't feel that's right. But so I reached out to the seller and I said, hey, well, you know, what's up with this, you know, the image that you showed in the listing, all the key cards were penny sleeved. And again, I got another long diet, you know, I was like, I paid nearly $12 for this. I was not happy. Still am not happy. And he sent back this long diatribe about how it cost him $11.57 or something to ship it, and you know, the image shown in the listing is only his master set that has the sleeves. Nowhere in his listing does it say that things will be sent in penny sleeve. Very, I don't know, very unapologetic. I was hoping for some sort of you know, remorse, like, oh, I'm sorry I sent it like that. So yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, I've been on eBay over 20 years. Just this past week, I had to leave a negative, and now I'm going to leave another negative for this seller because this is ridiculous. So that was one mail day yesterday, and so the tale of two mail days. I got another piece of mail today that I'm going to talk about, and so it was on March 4th, so 8 days ago. I was having a discussion with a friend on Blowout. Back and forth. He said he gave me he said he had a recommendation for me for a particular card that, you know, he thought had a good chance of a good future. And he said that he had said that if I was, you know, if, you know, it would be in my best interest to pick one up if I hadn't already. And he had mentioned that he had been a long time supporter, so he had a few. So I said, well, you know, unfortunately, you know, when he told me about it, the first thing we do is we go right to eBay, and there were none available. So I said, all right, well, there are none available. You sell me one of yours. So he proceeded to write back that, you know, he had been meaning. He's like, have you bought from me before? I recognize your name. I said, yes. And he's, you know, asked me, you still at this such and such street? And I said, yeah, well, I have bought from you because you have my address, and that's me. So he goes, I just want to I'm going to send you one. And I said, what? Wow, that's very generous, because I want to say when he offered to send me one, this card was probably in the $30 to $40 area. Now, mind you, this is March 4th of this year. Well, that was last week, you know. A week ago, essentially. Yeah, yesterday, 8 days ago, whatever it is. In that time frame, this card has exploded. Like, exploded. To the point where, you know, we didn't have any communication, and I didn't expect him to send it. Because it went up tenfold in that time since we had the discussion, and he said, hey, yeah, no. He told me some personal stuff, but I won't go into. But short of it is he wanted to send me this card as a thank you. So it arrived today, so here it is. This is the Mbappe Refractor from 2017 Topps Chrome. And it does say refractor on the back for these. So, again, I want to thank you. I don't believe he's on YouTube, and I'll keep his name to myself, but a huge thank you for this, for my collection, because, you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable spending what these cost now. I mean, look at the shine on that. It's just incredible. Just incredible. An amazing gesture, and makes me so happy to be in this hobby, and just meeting so many people and sharing my knowledge and always learning and all that good stuff, which I don't just say those things. It really means a lot to me. So I hope you're well and you're having a good day. But just keep everything in mind, that everything that's going on, you must enjoy yourself. You deserve it. You're a good person. Remember that you matter. To share your knowledge, to always be learning, and most of all, be kind.